It's week 4 of the National Football League, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Bucs and the Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
A first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
In motion left goes Burks. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. A look there at the numbers last week for Wright. 22 carries, 85 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. And they'll go right back to Wright. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but if there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or had they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wright. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
They'll look to throw again. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive. Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll run on first down with Wright. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Woods. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense. And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield. And normally in this spot, we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time, it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield. He completes it right side away. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The Bucs at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Mayfield on play action. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Going right side is White. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And you look at the Saints defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second and 9 now from the 21. He'll drop to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Wright's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete to Wright. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This will be play number 7 on the... Third and a yard. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
The tight end in motion right. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The numbers for White a week ago: 23 carries, 76 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
2nd and 9.
Now Mayfield.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
This defense for the Saints, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Mayfield off the play fake.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. From the gun, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Mayfield looks to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will make it 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So a couple of field goals now, 6-0 our score as the kicks are away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They start to drive with White. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, Mayfield. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll go up the middle with White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to White. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
First down, here's White. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Mayfield now. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the handoff, this is White, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So here are the Saints to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give this to Wright, running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go again here with Wright. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Wright. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw again. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. This is White on the screen. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans! A 77-yard punt return.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0. But it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield. It's grabbed over the middle by White.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Running out of the gun with White. Well, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This is caught by McMillan.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. And this is Shepard on the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards to pick up. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Complete to right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints again ready to go on offense.